Marjorie is wilding out. She's been wilding out for a long time. The Republican Party is predictably defending her while also simultaneously trying to be like, it's just a difference in opinion, which I don't agree with, but also like she shouldn't be punished for it. And the entire conversation revolves around like not saying what the difference in agreement is, because if you end up saying what the difference in agreement is, then you're like, yeah, this is ridiculous and should not be defended. This is indefensible. The same thing would have happened with Steve King, but it didn't happen with Steve King, partially because everyone was like, yeah, dude, you're a white supremacist and you can't shut the fuck up. So Marjorie Taylor Greene is like relatively new. She's more like a Trumpian person. She's not like an old school Klan robe wearing racist, but like the new school type of racist. So at least it's like a salvageable position for the House Republicans. That's part of the reason why they're fucking, what do you call it? They're trying to defend her. You know what I mean? Let's watch this. Can you not play it?
Cancel culture is a real thing. It is very real. And when big tech companies like Twitter, you can scroll through and see where someone may have retweeted porn. This is a problem. This is a terrible, terrible thing. But yet, when I say that I absolutely believe with all my heart that God's creation is He created them male and female, and that should not be denied.
By the way, this is literally a fucking straight up a modified, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. The transphobia here, and I say this all the time, transphobia is just basically, it's boneless homophobia, okay? They added on, they were like, oh, we can't be homophobic anymore because like, you know, we have to recognize that gays are human. Now we're just going to move on to transphobia. And it's literally the same arguments that they make. It's so stupid. No one's after her for saying God makes me It's the thing about saying let's kill Congress people. Yeah, I love that. Which is like, it's funny to think that like, you know, Congress was like, sweaty, it's really fucked up how you're being transphobic. Like, bitch, 90% of them are fucking transphobic themselves. Like, what do you mean? They're all like 98-year-old vampires. You think they're not transphobic? They are literally transphobic. The point isn't whether you're being transphobic or not. The point is like, you can't fucking be a congressperson, or you shouldn't be able to be a congressperson and also believe in psychotic nonsense and promote them. You think she'll actually be expelled? I don't think so. Also, seeing porn on the internet is entirely your fault. There are things that you can do to avoid seeing porn. A little bit of porn-a-rooney every now and then peppered into your timeline. Not a bad thing. Makes my day a little bit brighter, okay? It's like a little treat. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why you're like equating your transphobia, which is not even the fucking center of this conversation, to seeing porn on your timeline, which, by the way, the reason why you're seeing it is because that's who you're following. So it's still kind of your fault. Anyway, let's watch the complete remarks, actually. It's great.
You only know me by how Media Matters, CNN, MSNBC, and the rest of the mainstream media is portraying me. What you don't know about me is that I'm a very proud wife of almost 25 years, that I'm a mother of 3 children, and I consider being a mother the greatest blessing of my life and the greatest thing that I'll ever achieve. I never, ever considered to run for Congress or even get involved in politics. As a matter of fact, I wasn't a political person until I found a candidate that I really liked, and his name is Donald J. Trump, when he ran for president. To me, he was someone I could...
I love this. She's like a little kid being punished. Oh, look at me. She's doing the classic, yo, I swear to God, this is Yakubian power, okay? This is white lady energy, okay? I'm sorry. No other. We've talked about builds and classes, guilds, and spawn points. The most OP human build is still the cisgender heterosexual white male for the most part. It's like the most OP one, right? But the white female is a close second. The cishet white female is a close second, and it comes with a unique skill, a unique skill that only this character has, where they immediately turn around and make themselves so innocent. I'm just a little baby. What's going on? I didn't even get to meet any of my Democrats on the other side. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking freak. A month ago, you're like, we need to murder Nancy Pelosi. And then all of a sudden, in front of Congress, you're like, oh.
And I thought, finally, maybe this is someone that will do something about the things that deeply bother me. Like the fact that we're so deeply in debt that our country has murdered over $62 million people in the womb.
Oh God. Yo, this is good, dude. This is really good. This is really good. This is really good. She's playing all the best, the greatest hits. This is so good. This is a masterclass.
So when we elected President Trump, and then I started seeing things in the news that didn't make sense to me, like Russian collusion, which are conspiracy theories also, and have been proven so. These things bothered me deeply, and I realized...
I fucking love that when... And it is, to some degree, like the Russiagate stuff is like Seth Abramson and shit like that, like Louise Mensch. These are leftist QAnon, okay? These are not leftist. These are liberal QAnon, liberal versions of QAnon, right? Except the material harm that liberal QAnon creates in the world, or whether we talk about like American domestic policy especially, is nothing in comparison to right-wing QAnon and the amount of damage that has caused. Anyway, let's keep going.
Just watching CNN or Fox News, I may not find the truth. And so what I did is I started looking up things on the internet, asking questions like most people do every day. Use Google. And I stumbled across something, and this was at the end of 2017, called QAnon. Well, these posts were mainly about this Russian collusion information. A lot of it was some of what I would see on the news at night, and I got very interested in it. So I posted about it on Facebook. I read about it. I talked about it. I asked questions about it.
I'm the real victim here. If you yell at me, that means you're yelling at people asking questions. Why do you hate little babies asking questions? Look at me, I'm a little baby. Literally, I love her defense, dude. I love this statement. It is just her being like, Officer Daddy, I did my own research.
So later in 2018, when I started finding misinformation, lies, things that were not true in these QAnon posts, I stopped believing it. And I want to tell you, any source, and I say this to everyone, any source of information that is a mix of truth and a mix of lies is dangerous, no matter what it is saying, what party it is helping, anything or any country it's about. It's dangerous. And these are the things that happen on the left and the right.
Guys!
And it is a true problem.
Guys, I'm logging off.
So I
need to log off, guys. It's so sad. What's happening to me is so sad, guys. What's happening to me is actually, I am the victim. I need to take some time off. It's so sad for me, what's happening to me, personally. Wait, I'm just trying to find, like, good emo music to play over this, like...
So I walked away from those things, and I decided I'm going to do what I've done all my life. I'm going to work hard and try to solve the problems that I'm upset about. So I started getting involved in politics. You see, school shootings are absolutely real. And every child that is lost, those families mourn it. I understand how terrible it is because when I was 16 years old in 11th grade, my school was a gun-free school zone, and one of my schoolmates brought guns to school and took our entire school hostage. And that.
So if it was not a gun-free school zone, like it would have been legal for them to bring the gun there regardless? I'm so confused. Also, the hilarity of this fucking freak being a part of the education committee is not lost on me, especially considering the fact that, one, there was a fucking literal armed guard, a cop, a school police officer at Parkland, and it was a demonstrable failure. And two, like, she has said other school shootings are fake. Why the fuck are we putting this arm the children with guns sociopath in any position of power regardless? She said Sandy Hook is fake.
I know the fear that David Hogg had that day. I know the fear that these kids have. And this is why, and I say this sincerely with all my heart, because I love our...
Also, I don't believe that. I wonder, I'm sure someone will fact check this. I doubt it. It's real? Oh, God, that makes it even worse, by the way. That makes it even fucking worse that it's real. Oh, the fact that she was in a school shooting and literally, or a hostage situation, and literally is fucking turning around and saying that the opposite, that we need to fucking arm the students is so fucking freak-like, dude. It blows my mind. She herself may or may not have been involved, unless she was the one who was taking everyone hostage. Bro, Marjorie Taylor Greene be like, I myself was involved in a hostage situation at my school when I was a young girl, where I brought an AR-15 to school and kidnapped a teacher. Hey man, don't make fun of her traumatic situation like that at all. Not cool at all. Dude, I urge you to fuck yourself.
Here's what I can tell you. I am beyond grateful for this opportunity, and I'll tell you why. I believe in God with all my heart.
I'm such a different person than I was 2 months ago. That's the old me. When she says, bro, you're 46 years old, okay? When you say I was a different person like 30 years ago, I believe it. When you say I was a different person 2 months ago when I was running on like QAnon conspiracies as a part of my fucking campaign, then like, no, I don't believe you. Like, you can't say when I'm fucked up, that's the real me. Whoa, that was the old me, bro. Like, fucking 2020, new year, new me. Like, that's literally still you. I know. I know I said Jewish space lasers caused the California wildfires, but like, that was me from 5 minutes ago, dude. It's just a phase, dude. I've gone beyond it.
And that Jesus died on the cross to forgive me for my sins.
Oh!
And this is something that I absolutely rejoice in today to tell you all. And I think it's important for all of us to remember, none of us are perfect. None of us are. And none of us can
That's true. Someone Ben brings up a good point. She had her school hostage situation at 16. She harassed a school shooting survivor at 44. People change, bro. True.
And this is why I will tell you, as a member of this Congress, the 117th Congress, I'm a passionate person. I'm a competitor. I'm a fighter. I will work with you for good things for the people of this country. But the things I will not stand for is abortion. I think it's the worst thing this country has ever committed. And if we are to say in God we trust, how do we murder God's creation in the womb? Another thing I will say to this body is I want to work with all of you for our people. It should be America first always, always, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if this Congress is to tolerate members that condone riots that have hurt American people, attacked police officers, occupied federal property, burned businesses and cities, but yet wants to condemn me and crucify me in the public square for words that I said and I regret a few years ago, then I think we are in a real big problem, a very big problem. What shall we do as Americans? Shall we stay divided like this? Will we allow the media that is just as guilty as QAnon?
This is insanity. Like, honestly, I can't fucking believe that, like, this is where we're at. A congressperson who believes in complete nonsensical psychopathic conspiracy theories that has said like we should murder Nancy Pelosi can turn around and be like, I'm the real victim here, and then literally say like, QAnon is bad, but so is the fucking media, and I'm just a good, wholesome Christian, and it's gonna work. She's gonna get away with it. This is going to blow over, and we're gonna forget about it until she says some other psychopathic nonsense. This country is so bad, dude. It's so fucking bad. It's the fucking Family Guy meme, dude. It's literally this, dude. Here, I'll show you once again. This is. Oh, you want to win an election?
9/11 was bad.
I agree with that.
9/11. 9/11.
It's like, oh, dude, just hit the high notes and these fucking hogs will defend you. I know I'm here because I said things about Jewish space lasers and how George Soros worked with the Nazis and how, there's pedophile demon vampires in Congress. But also, abortion is bad and it's murder. And also, I'm a Christian and this is cancel culture. And everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go, she's fucking right, she's right, we need to defend her till we die, brother, holy shit, I'll go to bat for you, Marjorie. Great stuff, good showing, incredible.
Will we allow ourselves to be addicted to hate and hating one another? I hope not, because that's not the future I want for my children, and it's not the future I want for any of your children. I yield back my time. Thank you.
It's great. This person was literally saying like, no, Trump won the election like fucking 5 weeks ago. Dog party alert. 65 Republicans. Wait, no. Every single Republican in the House thinks it's acceptable for a member to. Wait, what? Wait, they don't know how many. I thought the Marjorie Taylor Greene vote was secret. Was cast in a secret ballot. I guess not. The expulsion vote. Now, I thought it was going to be a secret ballot, a secret vote. Oh, it was all in. Okay. Oh, Cheney was the secret one. Sorry. So how did every single Republican in the House thinks it's acceptable for a member of Congress to express desire? 65 Republicans voted to remove Liz Cheney. Wait, how did they know if 65 Republicans voted to remove Liz Cheney from leadership? They said it? Oh, it's not the full House. It's the Republican caucus that did it? Oh, I thought it was. Oh, fuck. My bad. I've been talking about this. I talked about this a bunch of times already, which is that for Republicans, going against Donald Trump, who they believe is the base, okay, who represents the interests of the base, is far worse of an offense than being a QAnon supporter. 65 Republicans voted to remove Liz Cheney from leadership for voting to impeach Trump. 0 Republicans voted to strip Marjorie Taylor Greene of her committee assignments for supporting QAnon. Tells you everything we need to know about the future of the GOP. Tells you everything you know about the past of the GOP. It's literally what I've been saying nonstop so far. This is the Republican Party. Democrats are desperately trying to change that narrative, to offer them an olive branch, to make it seem like the Republican Party is sane, to make it seem like the Republican Party actually is something different than Donald Trump. They are not. They have never been anything different than what this is. They have always been this since day one. Well, not day one, but maybe day 2. Marjorie Taylor Greene once brought out a cardboard cutout of Trump on stage, praised him, and then began rubbing her hand on his crotch.
Great. Standing up in there in the mucky swamp. Diane always has them in the mucky swamp. Yeah. But it's amazing.
What? Yo! Okay, this is way crazier than the fucking Jewish space laser shit, dude.